What's up, Pokemon players? We are going to see top four Andrew Estrada versus Jason Lum. We've got Yveltal Zora Gallade versus. One second. Sorry about that. Versus Jason is playing, I believe, Vespiquen. I believe it's Vespiquen Yveltal. They're going to go ahead and start timer. For the top four. We see Jason going first. Starts with an Acrobike. He's going to choose to discard the Floatstone. See, he's going to play a Trainer's Mail. He's actually playing Vespiquen Vileplume. We see him choose a Force of Giant Plants from that Trainer's Mail. He's going to go ahead and play that out. He's got another Ultra Ball. He's looking to probably get a Shaman. He's got a lot of draw options here. He might even take. Well, he's probably going to go search for a Shaman here because he doesn't have a supporter or a way to get one right now. So he's got to look into trying to get a little further, but I don't know if I saw a Shaman in his deck here. Oh, he just had one right there. He's going to count out how many Pokemon. He actually had multiple Shamans in there. He's going to count out what Pokemon he has in there. Do a quick deck search here as well. Just going to count out all his basics, find out exactly what he has in his prizes, and go from there. Alright, he's going to shuffle up here. Both of these players have fought very hard to get here to the top four. We have Andrew getting here at 611. Jason got here at 602. He's going to go ahead and play the Shaman setup for 4. 3? Set up for 3. He wasn't able, he must have a Vespiquen in his hand and not a Combee. He's going to go ahead and Trainer's Mail. He's trying to decide here. One thing we noticed yesterday a lot about the Vespiquen Vileplume decks is that they don't want to get themselves in the position where they get the Vileplume lock before they are even able to play all the cards that they need to as well. So we see the Ultra Ball here for the Combee, and he's going to be able to evolve that into the Vespiquen this turn. Gonna go ahead and attach to the double colorless, evolve into the Vespiquen, and draw 7 with the Sycamore. So it looks like he's got 3 Battle Compressor in his hand. He's got a Oddish. He definitely had an Oddish Gloom. I don't know if I saw the Vileplume. So he's gonna go ahead and start getting rid of as much of the lineup there that he can. Actually don't know if I even saw another Vileplume in his deck. Got 2 Oddish in his hand. It's not looking like he has another Vileplume. So now it's to check to see if he has a way to get back his Vileplume. I know that he did discard the Revitalizer earlier. So we see he's going to go ahead and Battle Compressor. He's going to get rid of as many of these Pokemon that he's not going to need. He's going to go ahead and Battle Compressor for that 3rd time. Yeah, I did see it just now. I saw the last Revitalizer in his deck, so he's at least going to have that. He's going to, this time, just scared of things that he doesn't want to draw into. He knows that he can get rid of Battle Compressors once he has as many in the discard that he doesn't need, and that he can also, he doesn't want to get stuck with too many of the Forest of Giant Plants in his hand. He probably, I'm going to assume that Andrew does not play a Stadium. I'm not 100% on that, but Jason seems to believe that he can go ahead and discard those, so I'm going to make it a safe bet that he does not play any. So we see the final Battle Compressor. See how many Pokemon are in the discard pile there. He's going to play an Acrobike. He's got a Floatstone and a Combee. He's going to go ahead and discard the Combee. He's going to be able to use Farewell Letter here to draw a card. Got a Combee off of the... I believe we got a Combee off the top as well. See that... Going to go ahead and evolve and play Oddish and the Gloom. He's going to go ahead and attach a Floatstone. He's contemplating whether he wants to attach a Floatstone on there. He's going to go ahead and do that. He's going to use the Farewell Letter with it. He's trying to decide which active he wants to send out. He's going to go ahead and draw. He did draw into a Sycamore, so this is really good for him for next turn. He didn't get the turn 1 lock, but he has gone through all the cards. So we're seeing right here he has 9, 10, 11. So he's 11 basics in the discard pile already. So he is really far off there. So we see Andrew did get a turn worth of playing trainers. So now he has to just decide. He sees Jason went through so many cards. Jason is in a very good position right now to be able to get the lock and start doing a lot of damage. With 11, he is already doing 130. See an Ultra Ball, discarding a Lysander. He's trying to decide what he wants to get rid of here. He's got a VS Seeker in his hand. He's looking to get rid of the Muscle Bands. He has 2. He doesn't want to get rid of either. He's going to go ahead and get rid of that Muscle Band. He's going to do a quick deck search here. He's going to choose a Yveltal. He's going to attach the Dark Energy and the Muscle Band. He's going to go ahead and set up for 5. So we see Andrew here is going to go ahead and be a seeker for his last card and get the Maxis to get the Gallade. Alright, guys, sorry about that. We are back. I'm going to try to catch up to where we're at. Looks like Andrew's going to start his turn here. We see that Andrew is in a trainer lock currently. He's trying to decide what he wants to make a play here. He has a lot of options. We see a stand-in, sky return, all on that shaman. Andrew's trying to see. Jason looks like he has 4 cards left in his deck. We see a double colorless attached to the bench. Queen is going to bring it out and go ahead and knock out that Yveltal with Be Revenge. I'm not too sure on how many Pokemon he has in the discard pile, but clearly both players know that there's enough. We see Andrew sends out the Zoroark, attaches a double colorless to the Dredgen. The Dredgen is going to be able to come in and do 90 with Revenge. It does 20 plus 70 more for the double colorless, and that's going to be just enough to knock out that Vespiquen. Believe Dredgen has it's 100 to 120. Not 100% sure. I can't see it right this second. But he's definitely a nice free trade of 1-for-1 in prizes here. See, Jason is considering what he wants to promote. He's sending out the Vespiquen. He's going to go ahead and go with that. We see that I'm not sure how many DCE he has left here. He has 3 cards in his deck. Regardless, it's not looking great on how he's going to be able to get those double colorless, if he isn't even has any in his deck. We see that he is going to set up for 1, possibly. He's going to take that 1. Gonna just assume it is the shaman. It's not the double colorless. And neither was that one. He's going to go ahead and scoop this game. I believe Andrew had the double colors. Yeah, he had the double colors for the Yveltal to knock out the Vespiquen anyways, so Andrew was going to be able to pick up that game anyways, so we'll see. They're going to shuffle up, and we will be right back for game number 2. Alright, seems like the players are starting to get set up here. We had Andrew with a mulligan. As the non-winner, Jason will get to choose if he would like to go first or second. Alright, we see Andrew had mulliganed twice. Jason's going to go ahead and take those 2 free cards. Andrew's going to go ahead and set out his prize cards. Good sportsmanship, and we're going to start. Jason is going to choose to go first. So he's going to start with the Force of Giant Plans. He's going to start off with an Acrobike. He's going to draw 2 cards. He's going to pick the Sycamore. I believe that just by the way Jason's playing, Andrew must not play a stadium. Jason is no way fearing that once his Force of Giant Plants is out that he will not have that issue. So he's going to go ahead, he's going to Battle Compressor. He's going to discard an Oddish, Gloom. And he's looking to see, he's going to go ahead and get rid of a Vileplume. I do not know if he has any of those pieces in his hand, any kind of Vileplume line in his hand or not, but we will see here. We see he does have a Vileplume in his hand. He's going to go ahead and attach a Floatstone to the unknown. I think he has 2 Floatstones in his hand. He's contemplating he's just going to go ahead and Sycamore that. One, 2 DCs gone already. That is not going to be great. He does not want to see things like that happen. He's going to go ahead and play another Battle Compressor. I didn't get a good look at everything he had drawn off the Sycamore. We see he's going through trying to see what all he has prized. We have a 2 Shaman, an Ultra Ball of Trainer's Mail. So he's got lots of things he's going to be able to get through. We'll see if he's able to get the turn 1 lock or not. He has a lot of options to be able to. He's just trying to decide what he wants to discard for the Battle Compressor, Pokemon-wise. He's going to choose to get rid of an Unknown, another Oddish, and a Shaman. He's looking to get the Revertalizers to possibly pick up as many of whatever he needs to get that Vileplume line out. The 2 DC already getting discarded is really going to hurt him, though. we see his next option. He's going to look to probably Ultra Ball. He's getting rid of the Trainer's Mail. He does have the Gloom in his hand. So he's going to look probably to get rid of the Trainer's Mail and the Sycamore. He wants to be able... He's going to change that. He's going to get rid of... He's going to keep the Sycamore for next turn. He's going to get rid of one of the Shamans. He doesn't want to get too many Shamans on his bench. So he doesn't want to give Andrew the chance to Lysander up as many easy EX prize cards. We see him go ahead and play the Oddish, evolve into Gloom, and he's going to go ahead and set up for 5. We'll see what he gets off of this. Alright, he's actually got a lot of things, a lot of good things in his hand. He's got the Combee, and he's got a Vespiquen, so he's going to be able to play those down and get that evolving easily. We see go ahead and use Farewell Letter to get it to draw a card. Draws another Battle Compressor. I'm not sure even how many more DCE he has left in his deck. Next time he does his deck search, I'll try to see if I can see how many he has in his deck. He's going to go ahead and retreat, send up the Vespiquen, go ahead and use Farewell Letter, draw another card. He got another Forest Giant Plant, so he's going to go ahead and discard Forest Giant Plants, and I believe he's going to get rid of the Oddish to try to get something. He's possibly going to get the Vileplume lock this turn. At least see one DC in there. He's got a lot of deck to get through. There's one DC. He keeps pulling back into the view that I can see. I'm thinking just one. He's got a lot of cards he needs to get through in order to get to that DC. Alright, we see he's still deciding. He's going to go ahead and get rid of an Ultra Ball. And then he's going to go ahead and play that Ultra Ball. He's going to get another Shaman. So he's definitely going to be able to go digging through. To be able, he has pretty good odds of getting the DC now. I'd say he has maybe 15 cards left. So he's going to go ahead and set up, I think, for 5. Alright, he has a lot of stuff to still get to play through here. So he's going to start with the Trainer's Mail. He has the option to choose between the Floodstone and the Revitalizer. He has the Vileplume in hand, so I believe he has the Vileplume in hand. He might not, actually. He has the ability to get the Vileplume, though, if he doesn't. And he does have another Combee Vespiquen in his hand, at least, to set down as well, so he's just got to find a way to that DCE. He's going to go ahead and play that second Trainer's Mail. Sees, he does have 2 DCE left, so he has very good odds to be able to. He just needs to be able to trade a lot of prize cards for those 2DC. Because once that those two are gone, I have not seen a Puzzle of Time, so do not believe that he plays any. So once those DC are gone, they're not coming back. So he's gonna go ahead and check what's in his discard pile here. He's looking. He's trying to see maybe how many Pokemon he has, how much damage he's going to be able to start doing before he decides to put Andrew into the trainer lock. This is going to be really good for him to be able to get that trainer lock though on the first turn. He's going to choose to get the Vileplume and another Vespiquen. He's going to go ahead and set down a Combee and evolve it into Vespiquen. He's trying to decide whether he wants to or not. He's going to go ahead and do that. He does know he has one Floatstone left as well, that I for sure at least have seen. We have about 35 minutes left in the match. He's going to go ahead and just pass. He's not going to... He's going to just Lysander the Vileplume up, and that is going to be game. As he's not able to play the VS Seeker, or the Floatstone to be able to retreat out of it, so Andrew takes the game. Unfortunately, game 2 was such an upset, but it was an insane game all of a sudden. So Andrew takes game 2, and we will be back with top 2. Congratulations to both players. They both have worked really hard to get here, and they're gonna get to walk away with a lot of cool stuff. So we will be back with top 2.